I'm gonna try to edit that out because I respect people's privacy, man. And there's a bunch of weirdos on the internet, and it's just best we do it like that, I think. But listen, what's up? You're retired intelligence
Counterintelligence, yes.
for the military.
Yeah, my last duty station was INSCOM for Belvoir. We stood up our cyber, which is the cyber program that we run, along the line with our counterintelligence units.
I appreciate your service first and foremost, very much.
Thank you for your support.
Yes. And so what got your eyeballs on Ernest Shell? I mean, what?
Well, I run an online charity. It's called Viper Group. I started it in 2010, a couple of years before I retired, and it's aimed at finding online predators, stolen valor, pedophiles, things like that, because that's the kind of like the new frontier of where these people hang out. It's where they get their new victims. It's where they secure funds. It's how they stay anonymous.
Yeah.
So I started it in 2010. Altogether, I've helped a ton of veterans. I came across Ernie about a month and a half ago. He was claiming to be homeless, sleeping in New York City. So of course, I got in touch with the charities that I'm in, handshakes with, and I was like, "Hey, I got a homeless veteran." He managed to show a part of his NG22, so I gave them that information. And about 3 days later, I got his whole history. Well, verbally, I got his whole history because they couldn't give me his records. And basically, they said he's not a veteran. He never did basic or AIT, and he left after 56 days of an 8-year contract.
Oh, so you broke that because I've been seeing that lately around. So that was something that you broke.
Well, other people have broke the fact that they felt like he was stolen valor, but nobody actually got his records.
Right. Oh, I could tell on this phone call. Yeah, yeah. So you know what you're doing for sure.
Yeah, so I got a hold of Don Shipley's wife, who runs a charity for veterans and wounded warriors. And I gave her all the info about this guy, gave him his videos and stuff like that. And 2 days later, I had his entire OMPF.
Do you are you uploading videos on YouTube?
I don't upload videos on him or anything like that. I run a game called Underlight. That's where my channel's based. So I use other people's platforms, such as yourself, to put out the information, because you guys have a bit of a wider net than I do. My net's more gaming.
How do I help promote you?
You don't need to. I don't do it for that. I do it because I believe it's my duty not just as a veteran, but as an American to inform other citizens that there is a predator among us who's claiming to be undercover CID. He's claiming to work with the Department of Homeland Security. He's claiming to work with the TBI. He's claiming to be a veteran. He's claiming to be an MP.
Yeah.
And I think it's extremely important that people know that, because when you get involved in cases of missing children or exploited children or adults, for that matter, it skews the line between reality and fact.
Yes, 100%. And he's known for scamming people. He tugs on the heartstrings of these people. He really has some of these women. He's a really strange scammer, and I'm sure you've noticed this. But one of his tricks is he tugs on the heartstrings of these women on these, with these cases. He claims to be parts of all these things like you've been seeing. And then what he does is he plays the old, you can't go anywhere, because he tricks them into giving them personal information via PayPal receipt, via just plain, what's your name, texting, whatever. And then he'll turn the ball game around when they wake up to this guy's games, and he'll you know what I mean? And it's a real sick, I don't even have words for it. And he's very, one more thing is he's a coward, man. If you haven't noticed,
he's a big coward. Yeah. Big coward.
Women a lot. And then he acts tough with guys, but somebody will beat the shit out of this guy allegedly and hypothetically and for educational purposes. But he's one of those dudes where, he's just a scum of society in my eyes.
I 1000% agree. And the contrast of what I was trying to present when I made my calls to TBI and the Department of Homeland Security was to show that there is a difference between professionalism when people of the same caliber, such as military intelligence, is talking to Department of Homeland Security, or military intelligence is talking to law enforcement. There's a specific vernacular that's used and a professionalism that's used that garners, which is why I give my name, my rank, and my DOD number, because that DOD number, they're able to check that DOD number and verify who I am and what I did in the military, because I'm transparent like
So,
that. And you have to be when you're talking to government agencies.
oh, I could tell that you were somebody different when I hear that record. I was like this with my wife listening to it. I'm like, man, this guy is somebody. And then when you get a DOD number to TBI, I was like, wow. Now look, I would prefer to keep your identity as private as possible. Do you want me
That's up to you. I don't care. I am one of the big things about me that keeps me protected is we live in an RV because we're a charity. So when we travel to towns and we try to help the communities that we're in for a few days, and then we move to the next. Because I have a disabled child, well, adult child now, 25, who will never be able to experience life like that. And when we're gone, he's going to have those memories to look back on. So that's why we do what we do. So I'm not exactly doxable per se as far as location goes. The other thing is that I needed people to have I don't want to say a warrior, but an advocate for them that are living afraid of this guy, because he does have an ability to get people's information through various paid services or whatever.
Yes.
And so I'm trying to counter that with my own skill set and my own connections to kind of limit his ability to travel as much as he was traveling.
Oh, you're doing an excellent job, man. You're doing an excellent job on this guy, and I just want to
Like
thank
he wouldn't
reaching out. And
he wouldn't meet me at Fort Knox. When I was at Fort Knox talking with CID, he wouldn't meet me there. He can't step foot on a military installation right now. He'll immediately be arrested.
oh yeah, he's not gonna mess with you. I don't think too many people on YouTube are gonna mess with you. But I still think I'm gonna do you the solid of not giving every. I'm gonna hit mute in a minute whenever I play this, and I'm gonna pre-listen to it, find the timestamp, and I'm gonna cut off something. So because I don't know, I'm thinking that on as a YouTuber, but as somebody with your background or whatever, I don't even think none of these YouTubers are gonna mess with you. But I'm still gonna do it just because I think it's right. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it's up to you. Like I said, I don't care either way. I usually give my name out. It's very rare that I've had to give a DOD number. It's very rare that somebody has taken me to the level that I've had to go with Ernie, but he lives in his own world. Like he's a failure on every front. He definitely abandoned his commitment to the military. 56 days of an 8-year contract. Let that sink in. I think your wife, I gave you his OMPF.
Yeah.
It's 1000% legitimate. He tries to play it off as fake, and he has a core group of moron women and one guy that basically keep his channel alive. And I'm in talks with Google right now. For those who know how channels work, there is a chat link where you can talk to actual Google representatives through your channel link, and from there, if you give them your phone number, they will call you. And then when they call you, then they give you a personal email. And that's where I sent Ernie's report that I sent to Department of Homeland Security, along with his 3 arrest warrants, along with his dead channel link that's already been terminated, along with his current channel, along with his videos of him impersonating law enforcement officials. So I'm trying to work on getting that channel terminated as well.
You're the man, man. Guys in the chat, can y'all do me a favor and please, can I get a whole bunch of American flags for this gentleman? He served our country. He is retired military. I'm sure by speaking to him, you guys know, this is somebody with some sense, somebody with a different aspect that we see on YouTube. What you're about to hear in a minute, you'll get the full grasp of it. But let's get some American flags, for our military, man. Let's respect them and let's show them some support.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
You don't have a link that I can share out.
I have a channel. I don't really live stream any drama stuff on it. I just do gaming or karaoke with my kids.
So we can share that out. Mods, grab the link. and share it, please, for them. Y'all join them playing games, whatever. Um, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna. So just to be clear,
You want me to drop down, or you want me to stay up?
Oh yeah, I'll play it with you. That's fine. No problem.
Okay.
But I want to. I was about to hit mute and figure out where your name is because I'm very used to protecting people's privacy. If it's okay with you, I'll play it full. But I just feel weird doing that.
I,
But
I
anyway,
have I have no issues with. See, that's the other thing about being government. So the way Ernie plays it is wrong. When you're government, you're obligated to give your identification because it's not just a credential; it's an authenticity thing. You know,
right? Yeah.
a lot of people do the anonymous reporting or the anonymous calling. I'm not that guy. I still work for the government. I don't work for the military, but I work for a different aspect of the government, which is FEMA. I'm actually on standby right now to deploy to Florida once the storm is settled over there. So
Yeah.
I still work for the government. FEMA falls under the Department of Homeland Security. So I still have my credentials, my DOD number, and my ability to contact the people directly so that I can get actual investigations going. And that takes being authentic, and that takes giving out your information. So I'm not afraid of that.
Okay. Baby, get the speaker. Let me get the Bluetooth going. We're gonna play it. So
I'm going to mute.
okay, sure. All right, guys. Let me give me 1 second, y'all. Put the Bluetooth on and play this. So this is interesting as well as you're listening to this. A lot of people, regardless if you're following Ernie or not, when it comes to summer wells, there's been a whole bunch of shitbags that have called this place with this random just craziness. So why I bring that up is because I know that you guys have heard that, and here's an in-depth conversation with the TBI, and you can actually hear, if you've been following that, you at least get some aspect. Maybe it'll help you understand, when they take these things in. But let me get the Bluetooth. I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna edit it. He doesn't. He seems fine. I don't think he'll have a problem. I wouldn't fuck with him. Who's gonna dox this guy? Anyway, let's get it going. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. I'm glad that he's up here. Some of you guys knew him from the chat. Okay, so right here, bam, we got that. Now let me go over here. So let's do this, guys. Here we go. Ernie, I know you're listening. I know that you're listening. Woo, woo, woo. Ernie, ooh, oh, Ernie, ooh, woo. Ernie, ooh, woo. Ernie, ooh, woo. All right, here we go. Okay. What is it right here? The top one, and then they're on top of each other. That went to your channel. Let me show you. Look, yeah, look how it's looking. Oh, you know
shit,
what?
Sorry, my bad.
Wait.
Can you go back?
Go
Can
like
you stop
this.
touching things?
Hold on. Yeah, this is all weird. So just shit. Because you're yeah. Technical difficulty. Hold on, give us 1 second.
Oh shit, wrong thumb. Duh. Wow.
I got both calls. If you want, I could just play them myself.
It's on him. I swear, I already have it.
Give us. I want to put it on Bluetooth so it's clear. If something happens when she emails me now, I might take you up on that.
Yeah, you got to stop touching stuff, like she said.
I didn't really in front of the microphone. I'm sorry. I'm like all humming and shit.
So I think what did you just? What was that for? What did you say? Is it on a?
Yeah, it's all in there. It's just for whatever reason it's in.
That's cool. All right, chat. Give us 1 second. We got it.
All right, just for I thank you for your chat support stuff. Just for the record, folks, just so my status is clear, I am not a combat veteran. Okay, I've never deployed to a combat zone. I've sent soldiers to combat zones, but I've never been to a combat zone. So
You were a sergeant too, right? That's what I heard in the recording. You were a sergeant?
Staff sergeant.
Not sergeant.
They're the ones I played already verbal. I can't play one of them because that is the FBI, both out of Kentucky and DC. So I cannot play those. They've asked I not play them while the investigation's ongoing.
No problem. All right, Noelle's working on it, guys. Give her a second. She's got it. She got it.
I have a lot of emails. Okay.
Yeah, this dude's a beast, y'all, man. He you know, you'll see the in-depth conversation. Okay, can you guys hear? Can you guys hear? Here?
You've reached the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. If you know your party's 4-digit extension, please dial it now.
One in chat. One in chat is good. One in chat.
Statewide background check, dial extension 4057 during normal business hours, or visit our website at www.tbi.tn.gov. For help with items such as firearms transactions, criminal history or diversion information, the sex offender registry, or to reach a TBI hotline number, press 1. For the Criminal Investigation Division, press 2. For the Criminal Intelligence Unit, press 1. For the Middle Tennessee...
No problem, guys.
TBI.
Hello, my name is retired Staff Sergeant Angelo Stevens, Fort Belvoir, Virginia, INSCOM, Information Security Command. Homeland Security asked me to give you a call. I'd like to provide you my DOD ID number, please.
Do you have a tip for criminal activity?
I do.
Okay, what's your tip?
Let me give you my DOD number first so you guys can background check me. My DOD number is 1289093229. My tip is there is a man by the name of Ernest Mac Shell, also known as Ernie Mac Shell, also known as...
Can you spell that last name?
Shell, Shell.
What was the... Can you spell the middle name?
Mac, M-A-C-K.
And then Shell, S-H-E-L-L?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm calling you as a concerned patriot of the country to let you know that the man is running around Tennessee and Kentucky claiming to be a Homeland Security partner. He is not, as Homeland Security will confirm with you when you call. He is not working for Homeland Security. He also claims to be working with you guys, TBI, on undercover child smuggling rings.
And have you reported this to Department of Homeland Security?
I have. They also asked me to report it to you guys since he's doing it in your state as well.
But he's claiming to be a TBI agent?
He skates around that. He actually says he works with TBI as a Homeland Security liaison. He claims that he's turned in numerous tips to you guys to recover missing children by the name of, I think, Summer Wells and Sebastian Rogers. He's claimed to want to take the family...
Hey, sir.
Yeah.